we're on the fifth time now. We're on the fifth time of trying to record this. So that's good. That's fun. Like I said, I've got this new microphone here. Oh my god, this is the fifth time I'm saying this now, but this is the final time. I'm just so locked in on the recording software here, so which is annoying. I just want to talk. But new microphone, so hopefully that means better quality in the future. For now, it might mean worse quality, if I'm honest, because there's a lot more settings that I need to be aware of, and there's a lot more. There's some knobs here. There's a couple on the front, so there's more stuff to be aware of when I'm recording. So obviously, I've been fiddling about with it for like 45 minutes now, and you know, I'm trying, but I'm saying this might not be the best audio quality in the world ever, because this is a new microphone and I'm getting used to it, so I apologise for that. But cheers to episode 5, man. Cheers. Who'd have thought? I hope that was nice and loud for everyone there. I'm so conscious about how this is going to sound. I have no idea. Maybe I need like a pop filter on the top. Maybe a sock. Should I put a sock on there? That might like kind of get some of the no, like I said, we're rolling. We're just gonna do it like this for now, I think, and then we'll see in the future. This is gonna be a task for me. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a task. Not staring at that. Recording the microphone levels the whole time, because also, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I do burp sometimes, because I'm not really used to talking straight for an hour to myself, and that just makes me burp sometimes, and I'm trying to cut them all out, but you know how it is. Sometimes I'll miss a few, guys. We're all human here, aren't we? Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest not to stare at this laptop screen and worry about the levels, but hey, who knows? I think I probably am going to do that a bit, because, you know, we're new microphone. It's fun. It's good. I'm having a good time. Okay. I'm just very... This is a cool setup, though, don't you think, guys? This is kind of... I'm sad you guys didn't probably see the setup from last time. You saw like a clip of like really distorted footage and a still frame, but like it was lit, and this microphone does fit on the arm. I have it right here. Look at that, the arm. It does fit on the arm, but if I'm honest, I kind of got the stand with it today when I got this microphone, and I kind of want to just use all of it, you know. So I wanted to use the stand as well, see what it felt like to do it like this, and I think we're gonna switch up the sets every now and again, and by every now and again I mean potentially every single episode, because I like that set over there that I did. This one's kind of slaying, right? Especially if I have some art in the background. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna stick something up. Hell yeah, guys! don't you think? That's my signed Beach Bunny like program thing. I went to a signing. They said we were gonna get CDs, and then they weren't fucking there. So I just got a piece of paper. So are you glad you can like kind of see it a little bit in the background, but like not very well? I hope so, because I just stuck that up there for your benefit, and not mine. Need to stop doing that. I keep bumping into the table. It rattles the whole thing. Yeah. So this is kind of a bit of a setup I'm working with right now. I quite like it. Tell me what you think. It's kind of a little bit professional, perhaps, maybe. I'm filming on my phone for the first time and not my laptop webcam. just logistically maybe, and I don't want it to corrupt. So I feel like this doesn't corrupt. I don't know, guys. I am but a man. If I'm being for real with everyone here today, I'm yapping, guys. I'm yapping. I'm liking the setup though. I'm liking the setup as it goes so far. Good album, by the way. Cheers. How's everyone's Monday going? I apologise. I feel like I'm a slurper when I drink. So new microphone, the Blue Yeti, of course. Who, when you're a layman such as myself, and you want a new microphone, and look, let's be honest, because obviously everyone knows that like XLR microphones are going to be better, but I don't. I'm sorry. Am I about to buy like a nice XLR microphone, an audio interface, and then the time learning how to use it isn't really the issue. It's more XLR microphone, like a good one, probably like £200 or £300. Audio, or like an audio interface is the same. Am I about to spend like £500 or £600 on my internet show that nobody watches? Riddle me that. So I went for a little bit of a cheaper option, and I got it. It was a good price, very good price. Gumtree, £35. So, thank you, man on Gumtree. Thank you, everyone. Say thank you, man on Gumtree. I'm just gonna position my phone. Is that even up there? Who knows? Yeah, my phone is very precariously balanced right now, so I'm a little bit worried about if that is to fall or not. I feel like this might be a bit of a long one. Guys, so buckle in. I need to cook dinner at some point. Fish pasta. If you were curious. I was going to cook it before, but I wasn't too excited. You know, I wanted to hop on. I wanted to hop on and shoot the shit with the boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place. Maybe I should have waited a bit. I'm a little bit excited to have the new mic. It's heavy. That shit was the other one, light as a fart in the wind. You. Okay. Microphone. It might have been one of my first times picking something up from Gumtree, especially since being in London. And that was an interesting experience. I met the guy at Tower London Bridge station, and it was. I mean, that bit was fine. He seemed like a lovely guy. But the bus home, oh my god, worst bus ride of my entire fucking life. I've never been on a more full bus before. And someone smelled sour, someone smelled real sour, and you know that feeling where it's like, you're stood there, you're getting the sour smell, and then you move, and then you can still smell the sour smell, and then you're like, I know someone on this bus smells soury. Could it be me? So that's what I had today. It was an experience like no other. But you know, we got home, and now we're recording the best show on the internet. So tell me what you think about the setup. Do you like it? It's a bit. I wish I could go further out a little bit, but that just doesn't seem to be quite possible yet. We'll see. We can only go up from here, wouldn't you say? We're not going down. We're not going down. Like I said, I kind of want to do some other things as well as this podcast, because I really enjoy sitting here and talking. Very self-indulgent, but maybe I'll hold off on some things so I can make some smaller videos. Maybe not. Maybe I want to talk about everything in one video. Maybe I'll do more. This is the thing, guys. I want to do these every single day, but you know, like, I work from home. I sit in my flat all day and work there. I don't leave the flat that much, so I don't really have a lot to talk about if I do it every day. I have a week, and then, like, yeah, kind of, I got some stuff to talk about. So we'll see where it goes, but I'm really deciding whether to switch up the setup mid-episode and go with the arm and sit over there in the other corner, because I don't really know. Maybe I'm getting a bit. This is because I'm so excited, guys. Look at this blue Yeti. Everyone has one of these, and then Nan as well. That I had better cadence saying that the first time I recorded this, but now it's the 5th, so allow me some leeway, I beg. But yes, as we all know, my neighbour's coming out of their flat, so if they can hear me talking to myself, that's going to be embarrassing. Actually, they probably just think I've got friends or something, maybe. Who knows? So, welcome to The Only Show. It does kind of look professional, don't you think? Hi guys, it's me. Maybe I'll do some... No, we're not doing... No, I'm going to stay in my lane. I apologise, I'm moving all over the place. Wonder how much noise that picked up. But, okay. Shall we get into the meat and tatties of this? What is the meat? Battlefield 6. I've been playing some more Battlefield 6. That's been quite fun. Don't know why that just happened all of a sudden. This is why I'm so fucking anxious about this breaking. Anyway, cheers to that. Okay, we're like 10 minutes in, and we're about to start. That was all me yapping. What else can I talk about on my lovely internet show, guys? Leave your comments in the leave your, you know what I'm saying, all about it. So I will try and, this is quite good. Maybe if I get another album up there. This is just distraction, the podcast, for real. Battlefield 6 has had some new updates. Can't remember if last time we talked there was the RedSec update had been added or not. Anyone remember? Anyone like to chip in right now and tell? I'm so sorry, this is just all over the place today. I mean, no one... We're going up in the world, though. Last podcast got 27 views. That retention was about 20 seconds, so... I doubt anyone's going to get, almost 15 minutes into this. And that's about a quarter of where we're going to be, so... Maybe two subscribers now, guys, so... We're growing. Maybe I need to... Because I just can't stop looking at the setup and all the imperfections. Okay. Let's all take a deep breath. We're having fun. Audio show. It's the only show. Okay, let's chill out, guys. Let's calm down a bit. I'm getting a bit hyper. We're getting a bit too hyper up in here. This stand is so heavy. It's made of metal. That shit was plastic through and through. That's not true. It was metal. But it wasn't built like this. Let me tell you that. I'll tell you that for free. It's a little bit of a mess, isn't it, guys? Anyone having fun? Battlefield. I'm pretty sure RedSec came out last week, so we wouldn't have talked about it because we talked last on Monday, and I think it came out on Tuesday, if I recall. So, no, was it the week before? I don't know. Oh god, I'm just gonna talk about it. I think. I don't think I did talk about it last time. That was probably really loud, so I apologise for that. So, Battlefield 6 has had this new update, a battle royale update, which of course it did. I feel so naive to think that game would have been so true to Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 of being more of just a straight to the point like game. Do you know what I mean? Instead of this like weird kind of live service game. So there's been some positives and negatives that have come with this update, of course. I definitely feel mixed about it currently. I mean, the first time I logged in, I really thought like, how could I have been so dumb to think that they were gonna really like commit to this style of like back to their roots kind of thing. And I suppose like in a gameplay sense, I mean, not really even in a gameplay sense, because it's like much faster now, which I enjoy, but it's not really, back to the roots as like a lot of people wanted. And I think this RedSec update kind of definitely leans into the Fortnitification of video gaming, which is both like a good and a bad thing, I suppose, because it really depends on where you sit. I don't have any beef with Fortnite personally. We're on speaking terms, but I don't love it. It's fine. Obviously, I played it. We've all played Fortnite. Let's be for real. Although last time I played like a year ago, it had pretty much just turned into Roblox. I don't know. It was a bit odd, but people seem to like it. I don't really have anything against it. I think potentially there's something to say about kind of getting children to gamble with like, no, not really, because V-Bucks and stuff, that's not gambling, is it? I suppose maybe you could argue that it's predatory the way V-Bucks have marketed, and like the Battle Pass is like integrated into the game. But overall, I don't really see too much of an issue with it. But I just don't think every single game needs to pretend to be it. Call of Duty's already there, and it has been for about 5 years now. It's just a mess, that game. Who actually knows what's going on anymore? Like, it's kind of one game, but, they still have annual releases. But it's like one download. You just download Can someone explain how the fuck Call of Duty works? Because it's so odd to me. But, obviously, we have, Battlefield 6's update. And just as soon as you log into the game, it's very clear what angle they're going for. They're obviously going for the Fortnite angle. It's not, they're not trying to hide that at all, which I think, I don't know. I don't like it. I preferred it in Season 0, where it was just straightforward, but now you've got like the store page with all these like weird customizable things that I don't know, don't look. They're I don't know. I would never spend money on them, and I think it's kind of absurd to have so many options to buy extra stuff when you've already paid almost £70 for a game. Do you know what I mean? And then the Battle Pass on top of that, with something like Fortnite, I have no problem with the Battle Pass because it's like a free game, Of course, they've got to make money somehow, and it does offer this extra level of like progression, which is fun to like, go through the ranks. And that's the same with Battlefield. It's still fun to like go through those ranks. But I just don't think you should be charging like £10 a season or something in order to get on the Battle Pass, because it's just you're already spending so much, and I don't think there should be an option for like a battle pass, the pro, like the battle pass premium. I'm not even really sure what that is, to be honest. Like, I read about it, but I just don't know. We're going down a little bit. I just don't really know why you'd get that. It seems like you just skip the battle pass a bit. So it's like, okay, but why? Why would you want to skip the battle pass? That's like the whole point of the game, right? So, I don't know. And that's like £20 a month, not a month, a season. Let me just adjust this chair. We're going up. So yeah, I don't know. I would be so interested in their like earnings from that. Because I don't know who's buying this. I suppose you'd have to you'd have to play it all the time. Because the battle pass it requires you to play a lot. I don't know how long the season is. Hang on, look, we've got our laptop right here. Let's have a little look. How long is BF6 season 1? Okay, about 3 months, I think. Which, is enough time to do the battle pass for sure, but there's kind of this theme with games now where it's kind of like this has to be your game. You have to play, but like that, you can't play Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty and Fortnite. You're not gonna have enough time to do all the battle passes. You have to like choose one, and I just don't like that. I don't think that's a good way for the industry to go, because you just have to, in order to like do the battle pass, it's just a lot, It's just it requires so much commitment, and it's not like 3 months is doable, I've been playing it much more casually than I did at the start, and I'm only like the first tier in, so I'm like probably like a fifth of the way through, and obviously like each battle pass point thing, which lets you level up, each one you get, the higher the XP requirement is to get the next one, so it would take longer and longer. So I'd be curious to know how long like the average player takes to do the whole thing, because it has to be quite long, I'd imagine. I can't imagine that it would be that quick, unless, I mean, obviously if you're like goated, if you're really good, then it's not going to take long, but for a casual player who, even playing, because I think playing like an hour or two a night is like, that kind of goes above casual, If you're like committing to it every day, that's like, I think a casual player would play maybe like 5 hours a week or something. I mean, I suppose that is quite super casual. So they're just not going to really get much of a chance on the battle pass. But, who knows? It's been out for like a week tomorrow, so it hasn't even been out a whole week yet. So I'm going to try and remember to cut that one out. But so it's just really kind of too early to tell at the moment exactly what the season's going to look like in a month or 2 months, or when it's to end and stuff. But it'll be interesting. I think just the UI has got this weird overhaul that I just do not like at all. I just don't think there should be a store page. I don't think you should be able to buy stuff within a game that costs you 70 GDP. Great British GBP. You know what I'm saying? English money, or whatever. I think it's £70 $70 in the US as well, which is weird because a pound that doesn't track, guys. Let's be for real, that does not fucking track, because that's not the same amount of money. That's not how it works. That's like 40 quid or something. Probably not. Probably a bit more. Maybe like 50. But still, it's quite a big difference. So the store's kind of an issue, although I don't know, it's not as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. Because it's easy to ignore. That's actually not necessarily true, that they push the battle pass in your face every single time you open the game, which obviously is really, it's easily ignorable, but it is a bit like, you fucking have the gall. Do you really? Like, that is absurd to do. So I can understand why people are a bit upset about that implementation just being like very capitalistic and quite hungry. But obviously the game hasn't really changed. They've added a new map, like Blackwell Fields, I think. I played a few matches on Conquest, and it's cool. It's good. People hating on it, but that's on Reddit, so don't trust a single thing you hear on Reddit. But it's good. It's kind of bigger. It's a little bit bigger. It's still not like as big as like a regular Battlefield map. I can fucking hear the squeaking of mice. I think they come back. So if I see one during this recording, I'm gonna be scared and freak out a little bit. So that might be fun. I mean, not for me, obviously. Maybe in retrospect, when I'm not living in a rat-infested, leaky flat. But, you know. But we were talking about Battlefield, so let's stop talking about the rat infestation in my flat, and we'll start yapping about Battlefield again. Blackwell Fields is cool. I liked it. It was hectic and scary and fun. Am I a pussy to think Battlefield is scary sometimes? Like, that shit, you know, when you're running through the fields and it's like bang, 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 like, it's fun. It's intense. It's scary. But new map is fun. I suppose when I'm like thinking about a map though on a game, on like a multiplayer game, the biggest thing that I look for, which I suppose I don't really feel is the case in Blackwell Fields, but having just having kind of an interesting settings. But then obviously that's entirely subjective. Some people might find that setting of Blackwell Fields really interesting, but personally I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It's just not that fun to look at. And that's kind of my biggest issue with that map. That being said, though, RedSec, the Battle Royale map, is really cool. And it's really interesting, and I really like it. And I think they're gonna have to add, like, some of, like, maybe they'll segment that up and make them, like, conquest maps or whatever, because the fact they haven't done that already is quite insane. I think they're probably going to do that. They're going to have to do that in the future. If they don't, then it's just like a waste of resources, pretty much. But then I'm sure people will complain about that too and be like, well, you should have original maps, not just take the Battle Royale one. So we'll see what they do there. I think I don't know. We'll see, but I think that would be cool because I really like that setting. I thought I really was not down for another battle. Sorry, I really thought I wasn't down for another battle royale. I thought I'd kind of passed that phase. I used to be really into PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. That was like my like first foray into the genre. I did actually play a little bit of the PlayerUnknown's Arma 3 mod back in the day, and that was good when it worked. It barely ever fucking worked though for me, but maybe that's because I was 15 and a dumbass. Who knows? And then obviously everyone hopped on Warzone when the pandemic hit. So they're my two main like goes in Battle Royale, and like I used to have a lot of fun with them, but it was kind of just past. It's like, that shit is so stressful. I don't want to do that anymore. So when I heard it was coming to Battlefield 6, I was kind of like, I suppose my first thought was like, I wish you'd put the resources of doing this into something else, because I'm not going to enjoy this, rather selfishly. But, you know, I hopped on, and it's fun. I know why battle royales are like really popular. It makes sense. They are good. Shoot me, lock me up, and throw away the goddamn key. Like, they're good. It's just like, it's a different kind of fun, and it really is a good juxtaposition of the pace of the rest of Battlefield 6 because it's so hectic all the time, and you really don't get a breather. So when you're in like a lobby, no matter what the game mode is, really, what I found, I've played most of them. It's always very intense, and you're always like, doing objective and or defending, attacking, all of that. But obviously, there's quite a bit of downtime in the Battle Royale, and I think that's kind of a good addition to the game. And I've been really enjoying. I haven't played it loads, but the matches I have played, I've been really enjoying because it's kind of fun just to explore them, and just pick up loot and stuff in a very just standard way. It's not particularly amazing or anything. It's just kind of good, and it's a good map. I like the Southern California aesthetic. So it'll be interesting to see where they go from that. I'd imagine they probably. I don't really know what's going on with Warzone. Did they add another map, or did they? Has it always been Verdansk? Because I feel like they did add another map, right? For what's it called? Vanguard. It does have. Oh yeah, and Rebirth Island, I remember that. Shit, it has loads. Am I an idiot? Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. There are loads. Well, is that Verdansk? Yeah, I only played when there was Verdansk in there. So, do people still play that one? I'm so I'm so out of the loop on this. Yeah, so that's the thing. I feel like Verdansk. I feel like I hear that one more than the other ones, though. But who's to say? I've picked up the microphone now. Who knows what could happen? I'm gonna put it back down. Don't know why I did that. Forgive me. So maybe they'll add some more maps. I think the lore is pretty interesting. I just wish there was a more interesting way to explore it, rather than just a short cutscene when you launch season 1 up for the first time, because that's all you get. Obviously, in an ideal world, I think having a little bit of a story, a update to the story mode, that would have been cool. But obviously, I'm not an idiot. That is obviously never going to happen. They're not going to do anything with the campaign. I think that was just they've done it. They've got a campaign, so you can not moan about it not having a campaign. I really feel like that was where they that was kind of the motivation for the campaign. No one really cared about it by the seams of it. I'm going to put a jumper on. It's cold for the hair. The jumper has been equipped, as you can tell. We were talking. I should really make note of what I was saying before I run away. But yeah, obviously they're not going to do another story mode. That was it. It really felt minimal effort, as it was. So I doubt they're going to put anything else in it. But that would be cool, and that's what I really wanted. Because having this cutscene, it's shit, yeah, that does look interesting, but that's all you get. And I suppose exploring the RedSec map, it's yeah, you can get bits of lore here and there, but overall it's that's all you're getting, that's it. So that's a little unfortunate, because it looks cool. I like this idea of okay, my phone storage was full, so I've had to stop and clear some stuff up, and now we're back. My phone electrocuted me a little bit, so no idea how that's happening. I say so much electricity is flowing. It's plugged into the PS5 now, and maybe that's just fucking it up, right? Who knows? I was talking about the RedSec kind of lore, And it's cool. It's really cool. It's just a shame there's not much to like do. You know, there's not really any ways to experience it apart from like watch the cutscene and look at the map. But you know, it's better than being entirely uninspired. So I'm thankful for that, I suppose. But yes, what else is new? Oh, there's a new game mode that's like a not classic, a casual breakthrough mode, which is like the lobby's half filled with bots, which I've been really enjoying. I think it's a really great addition because sometimes you don't want to just get like your ass eaten every single time you spawn by some sniper like 1,000 meters away. Do you know what I mean? So having like a casual mode where you can, you know, it's not like piss easy like the Battlefield, like the 2042 AI mode. Even on the toughest one, you still rack up like loads of kills, and it's less lonely than that as well. You know, it's like, yeah, people are annoyed about it, but it's like, come on, get a grip. Let's have more like inclusive play so anyone can enjoy the game. Why would you ever be annoyed about that? I don't know. But yeah, that's fun. I wish they only have 2 maps on there at the moment, which is annoying. But hopefully they add more in the future. That'd be fun to see more of a variety of maps and maybe game modes as well, because they've only got breakthrough on the casual thing at the moment. So if we could get some more of that yeah, let's do that. But I think that's kind of it for Battlefield, really. I feel like this is kind of a Battlefield podcast. I do talk about Battlefield a lot, but I suppose, I mean, because I'm just really into it at the moment, you know, it's something that takes up a lot of my brain space, so of course I'm going to be talking about it on my internet show. I wish that was a bit closer, because it's kind of like, it's just kind of pink. You can't really see what it is, but you know, we're trying new things all the time. We're getting better, maybe. This one's been a bit of a mess, but we're on episode 5, you know? Give me a chance. Give it till episode 100 at least. Yeah, well, so I think I might commit to Mondays, doing these on Mondays and trying to upload them on Monday or Tuesday. And then maybe just shorter ones throughout the week, you know, sprinkled in, a little dessert. So, yeah. I'm gonna cut that one out. I have to. That was horrendous. That was so loud. What else have I been doing? I played some Skate, of course. That's Skate's good. I mean, yeah, there's some issues with it, obviously, but the gameplay's fun. So, you know, the gameplay's fun. Shoot me. There is some weird stuff going on with the in-game currency there. Like, we don't really need 4. We don't need 4 currencies. And one of them's like effectively useless now because it's like the Halloween currency, and you just can earn way too much of it. Like, the economy on that one's completely off. But then people will be complaining if you were getting less, and if there were less challenges, people might be. I feel like, you know, you have to take a lot of criticism you hear, especially on Reddit, like I said before, about games and, like, you know, is it people just being salty and loving to complain? Because that's what it comes across like a lot of the time. So you have to understand that, and whether like it's valid, and you kind of have to, you know, form your own opinions that way, and not take everything you hear on the internet as fact. So yeah, but I hope I remember to cut that out, because that was awful. That was cringe as hell. Don't know what that was. But you know, skate fun. Like, come on, guys. We know this. Skate is good fun game, And like I've said this many a time on this show before, and I know why people don't like it, and I understand that, but it's just, I just don't agree. Frankly, I just don't agree. Well, no, okay. Feel like I'm not saying the right words. Like I get it. I get it. I don't not agree. But I suppose, I'm not really like bothered about like how much stuff there is to do in Skate 3 and Skate 2 and Skate 1. I was never like banging out the challenges and getting like high scores. It was always been about finding like cool spots to skate on and just like exploring the map and like finding cool niche little spots. And that's always what it's been for me. So, and you can do that in the new one. So it's good. It's fine. And like the connectivity is really good as well. You can just like play with people, and like seeing people in the world is fun. If it makes it feel less lonely, I think. But yeah, I've also been playing a new game called Vane. If you've heard of that, it's like a new early access one on Steam. Did I just mute that? I don't think I muted it. No, it's fine. It's like a new early access game, which, is very early access. It's like a zombie survival game. I've been very into Project Zomboid for like a couple months. I mean, not like very into it. It's just like it's fun. I'd be playing it sometimes. I used to, like, back when I first discovered it, I was playing it all the time. But now, now I've like calmed down a little bit. I play it now and again, and it's like really good. But obviously, like, there's this, this might be me just being a bit like simple brained. But obviously it's like an isometric game. And like the whole time I was like, this is great, but like, what if this was like first person? Wouldn't that be sick? And then Vane kind of just is that. It's kind of a very zomboid style game, but first person. There's a lot of issues with it. It's very unpolished. But it's fun. I've been having a good time with that. Of course it can be frustrating and like kind of jarring to look at, because it kind of looks like shit. It does, like, it's giving like Unity asset flip at the moment, and there's a lot of like placeholder assets where they obviously haven't like got the model yet or anything. So that's I mean, it's really early. I mean, it was like, I've heard people say that maybe they shouldn't be charging for it yet, and maybe that is true, but I've been having fun. I paid like £13 for it. It's not particularly expensive, so I think it's a good time, and it's kind of something I didn't really take into account, which caught me off guard. But like, looking back, it's like, obviously, like, that shit is scary as hell, right? Do you know what I mean? It's scary. Because you're kind of in like Zomboid, you're kind of like detached from it, because it's like isometric. So when there's like a jump scare, it's like, oh no, whoa, zombie. But in like a first person setting, it's like, yeah, oh shit, as a zombie, right? Like, we need to sort this shit out. But I'd be very hasty to recommend it. Wait, no. Is that not hasty? I'd be very cautious to recommend it, because it's not really, I don't know. It has a lot of issues, and you can't really play it without encountering one of those issues. But they're like minor, It's a fun time. It's fun time. It's not like, it's not polished by any means, but it's fun. I've picked up my vape, but I usually cut this out because I've been sucking on this shit, so I'm gonna cut this out. Did not vape. You saw nothing. Because I'm a good Christian boy. But yeah, Vane, it's good, it's interesting, and it's something that I really love, that that I've noticed is it's definitely taken, especially with like the exploration, it's taken a leaf out of Fallout 4's book, and that's one of my favourite games of all time. I love Fallout 4, despite all of its flaws. I could go into big detail about why I love that game so much. Maybe I will one day. Maybe that's something that I'll go into. But that there's they've definitely taken a leaf out of that game's book in the exploration area, because how they did it and how Fallout 4 does it is you have the radar and you can see like the kind of points of interest on the radar, and then you like get closer and it like fills in. And it works, and it really like it's fun. It really drives you to like go exploring new places. I suppose it's not yet. Obviously, we're still in quite early stages of development, but it's not quite yet like implemented the way I would perhaps. It's not implemented the best way, like in Fallout 4, where the places you go are very unique and. The places you go are very unique, and they like kind of tell a story through the environment, which is why I love Fallout 4 so much. Because I know people don't like that game because it doesn't really fit in the RPG style that like New Vegas did, because the RPG elements are severely lacking in that game. But the reason I love it is because it just has a great map, and exploring that map is a real fun time, and you can go to all these different places and read like logs, and you don't even necessarily have to read like logs. You can just like walk through a place and just like take in the environment, and you'll get like a story from it, and I just really love that, and I think it's really well done in Fallout 4 in a way that I don't know if another game has quite reached that level, especially for me, that I've played. If there is some out there, though, like I would love to play them, because I really love that about Fallout 4. And I thought I would love that about Fallout 76, which I've played, and it's good now. I mean, it sucked when it launched, obviously, we know this. But it's fine. Like when I played it at launch, and I played it a year or so ago. My profile picture is actually from Fallout 76. And it's like fun because it's like Fallout online. You can explore your friends. But the map's just not very well designed, I don't think. It's so much less interesting. And there are obviously interesting points, but the way it's laid out is just, it does not flow as well as the Fallout 4 map, because I think that one's very much like, you can go anywhere from the start, but it does direct you through like the map quite well, but then you can also just spawn and just fuck it all off and then just go out. One of my major issues with Fallout 4 is the framing of the story. It's like not a good story, like the main narrative, and the way it's framed is like, obviously you're a parent looking after your child, so with that framing device, it's hard if you're like role playing, which I think it is. Is the best way to play those games is to role play, and obviously if you're role playing as your character who is like trying to look for their child, like that, you don't get to choose whether you're bothered or not. Obviously you're like obviously, because it's such a strong like motivation. So if you're anything like me, it's like you feel like you can't really do any exploring or like really like get into the nitty gritty of anything until after you've completed the story, because then like you kind of know what happens, so you're not like driven to do the story bit, but which is a shame, because obviously something that's why Fallout New Vegas is so great, because it's framed in such a way where it's like, yeah, you were shot and you need to go. You know, there's the quest is like going to find the Benny who shot you. But then as the player, you can kind of decide how much that means to you and how urgent you want to do that, or if you just kind of want to like hang around in like Good Springs, is it? That sounds maybe right. Or you could like, you know, be set on the objective and like really go to like focus on going to New Vegas. But obviously that's lacking in Fallout 4, which I suppose that's something that Fallout 76 kind of has. Like, you're supposed to like follow the quest of the Overseer, but it's also like you can decide that you don't really care. Like, you are a blank slate, and that's really where Fallout 4 blunders. But, you know, you can ignore this stuff and you can just go exploring. But it's just hard, you know. It's just hard to do that when as like your character, because you're not like fully role playing, you know. You're not making a character. You are stepping in the shoes of a character, and you obviously get to choose some of their traits and how they act, but like to their core, they are still the same character who's like looking for their lost child, which is very detrimental to a role playing game, I think. Well, not every role playing game, but I suppose in that sense of when it's such an open world, and you should be able to like do things at your own pace and see and sorry, got my tongue tied there a little. You should be able to go out and just kind of explore and do things at your own pace instead of being like, well, okay, I want to go and explore, but I got to save my fucking dumbass child. But despite of that, fucking great game. One of my it might be my favourite game of ever all time. And just to Fallout 4, guys. That was a massive tangent, though. I said I was going to talk about it in a later video, but here we are, apparently. Just talked about it now for like however long. And Vane does a similar thing. Going back to that, Vane does a similar thing with the exploring, but obviously a lot of the locations are still pretty boring. So, I hope that changes in the future. I mean, they're just all functionally very similar, and they don't really serve any like lore or any like you don't get any like lore from it or any kind of little story. They're all just like houses and buildings, and it's like, yeah, it's cool to like see a new type of building, but when there's like nothing there, it's like, okay. We encountered one where we went into a church and there was like a couple dead people there. It's set up in a way where it's like, okay, I can kind of get what you're implying here, but the majority of the other ones we found are just didn't really do that for me. But I've read the roadmap and they're planning on adding lore, but like in the future, and I don't know how long that's going to be. So I suppose we'll just have to wait and find out. That's also the other thing about buying a what is it? Early access game, because you know you can it's kind of a gamble, you know. You're like putting your trust in this developer to actually finish the game. It could be abandoned any time, and I usually like have this like rule in myself of you know, you need to be okay with what you're like the amount of money you're paying for the content you're getting right now, and you shouldn't pay for a game that you think is lacking, but you're like, okay, well they're adding more stuff in the future. Although that is the case of what happened with Vane, because I just wanted it so bad, you know, so I just did it, and I just broke my own rule. So that's kind of like, I don't think it's currently, like, the amount of content you get, I don't know if it's worth the price of admission right now. and I don't know if in the future they're going to raise the price as it goes. But I suppose we'll see. That's kind of the fun of it as well. Obviously, it's if you've already bought it, it's a gamble, but it's kind of fun. Who knows where it'll go? Maybe it'll be the best game in the world ever. Maybe it'll be the worst. Who knows? Just picked my nose there a little bit. But I don't know what else. I've watched a film recently, but I might do another separate video about that, I'm thinking. Because we're probably around the hour mark now. This is 2 separate recordings because obviously phone died. But I'm thinking maybe I'll do a separate video about that because it's 8:20. I need to cook dinner. Guys, I'm an adult. I have to cook dinner, bro. It's 8:20. I haven't even eaten anything today. Shit. I best cook dinner. But by the way, if you've noticed that's a battle wound. I was skateboarding earlier this week. Although something I have realised about going out and being active, especially like skateboarding, or like just going to skate parks in general, because I'm a freelancer and I have a bit of a like wishy-washy work schedule. So sometimes I'm not working in the daytime in the middle of the week, but then I'll be working into the night. Going to the skate park in the middle of the week at lunchtime, it's like, like, obviously there's not going to be like fellow adults there, so just fucking filled with kids, which was kind of hard to get over because it's like, I just want to skate, and I don't want to be around a load of fucking kids. But I got on with it, and I fell over and scraped my knee and it was bleeding, and they were like, oh my god. And I got up and said, I'm fine, and then just did whatever I was doing. But I suppose that's kind of the detriment to my kind of schedule. It's kind of like, yep. And I almost just didn't go because I was like, I walked past it and I was like, oh god, do I really want to do that? But I went. It was fun. It was a good time. I'm getting better, weirdly enough. Guys, it's almost if you practice at something and you do it more, you actually get better at it. I know, it's crazy. I might start to wrap things up now. I've got some shit to clean up in the bedroom as well. That does make it sound like I've shat myself in the bed, but no. We've got a new wardrobe, and of course we haven't built it yet because that's just a commitment, That's a lot to do. But I need to move some clothes off the bed. So that's gonna be real fun, I'm sure. But it's been fun. This, as always. Something else nice about this new microphone is USB-C, so I can plug it straight into the MacBook. No need for the dongle over there. It makes it much smoother. So this has been fun. I feel like I've shifted a little bit. I was sat more central earlier, like here maybe. I've had a good time. I hope you guys have had a good time too. I imagine you'll probably see me before next Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna upload this tonight, because I'm enjoying this and I just want to do it more. Obviously, I don't know. I know how to use Adobe Premiere, so maybe I should start doing some more like, oh, look at this thing, instead of just sitting here and talking. But we'll kind of figure it out. Like, I'm enjoying this, or maybe guys, maybe I'm just being a bit self-destructive. I always do this. It's like, oh, I'm enjoying something. I feel like it's kind of productive, but it's not enough. I'm not doing enough. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe sometimes. I I do want to do more, but obviously it's a big commitment, and I'm enjoying this as it is currently. So I think you'll be seeing me before next Monday. I'll probably hop in here for a shorter one. But we'll see. We'll see. It's been real fun. Hopefully the audio's been okay, but it's a mystery. Who knows? So that's that. I'm gonna go cook some fish pasta. Hopefully it's yum-tastic. Who knows? Again, just kind of chatting out my arse here. Maybe I don't want this to end. Maybe I'm having too good of a time. I'm gonna end this now, and I'll probably just see you. I might see you tomorrow. Who knows? If I find something to talk about. I have a lot of shit I could talk about, bro. I could so easily do that, but I just don't want to get into anything too good, because on just this kind of setup of just kind of yapping. Do you know what I mean? I kind of want to have for the good stuff. I kind of want to do a proper video where it's clip of something, me making a comment. I'll script it out. But for now, we'll go with the flow. I've been saying a lot. There we go again. So you'll probably see me later this week, but at the very latest next Monday. So I hope you all have a fantastic week. And it's been fun, as always. Goodbye.